Hi friends, Scott Brookins. I have a question for you. Fill in the blank. The best time of my life was blank. What did you put in? Many people will put in, oh, the best time of my life was back in high school. The best time of my life was in college. Um, really? The best time of your life was when you were 15 or 20 years old. Um, you know, I I believe that the best time of our life is today and tomorrow and the next day and the future. If we are here today, if we're breathing, if you're watching this, God has a purpose for your life, and that's for the future. It's not to say the best time of our life was 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago or whatever it might be. But that's part of our culture. And it's part of our human nature too. If you go back in the Bible in the Old Testament in the book of Numbers, the Israelites had been slaves in Egypt for 400 years. And then God used Moses and miraculously got them out of Egypt. They escaped and they're going through the desert to the promised land that God had promised them that he was going to give them. But during this time, the people started to complain about their situation. They didn't have a lot of the things they had back in Egypt. So they started to complain to Moses and to God and said, oh, I wish we had fruits and vegetables. I wish we had meat. We had all those things back in Egypt. Why did we leave? Let's go back. You know, they forgot that they were slaves back in Egypt. They had been harshly treated and they were slaves. They couldn't go anywhere on their own. But because it was comfortable, because it was familiar, they wanted to go back. And I think that's why in our culture with movies and TV shows or people you talk to, a lot of them will say, gosh, I loved it in high school or college. It's because it's familiar. You know, uh, to me, I can't stand when I talk to somebody and all they talk about is, how great it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago or whatever. And I've done this too. We're all guilty of that because, again, it's familiar. We're kind of hesitant for what we're going through, and maybe we're going through some really tough times. We go through tough financial times and career times and health challenges and catastrophic weather incidences that are difficult to get through. But we have to realize that God is with us through all of those, and it's just we need to keep on track to what the future holds. And so I just hope today that in this short message that you'll, first of all, you'll like and share it. You can click on notifications up there when I post these. Um, but don't live in the past. So if someone asks you today, what's the best time of your life, you should say today. And it's going to be even better tomorrow and better the next day because God is with me. And so take this, have an amazing day, go inspire someone else to do the same. God bless.